Hey guys, we are going fishing tomorrow morning. It's flipping cold out. It's going to be below freezing tomorrow morning. So it's all I can do to actually get my courage up to go. So I'm warming up the boat, but I wanted to show you where I was with these soft plastics because this is what we're going to fish with. So if you'll remember last week, we had taken this old bomber lure, made a bunch of castings of it using a temporary silicone mold. Then we took it and modified it into a swim bait, or at least the master for a swim bait. We then made a temporary mold of that, and then we made multiple castings of that to create a silicone mold so that we can then cast our lures from. But since then, I made a slight modification, taking the front part of the head off, so it's a sort of a half moon cutout, so that my round eye jigs will fit right in there. And then I made a silicone mold for that one using that little tiny bit of silicone I had left from the last time we made it. And I started casting these soft plastic swim baits with the little hollow on the front. And since I had the lure board completely empty, I went ahead and covered it with this black vinyl. I think it looks a lot better. It's a lot easier on the camera lens. And one other thing that's pretty cool, it also allows me to write on it with chalk. It's pretty fun, and it's gonna open up some possibilities. So I'll see you guys first thing in the morning on the water. Bring some hot coffee. All right, we're here. So we didn't get a very early start because I'm really fishing the tide rather than early morning. So it's peak low tide. Tide's just going to start coming in. I'm hoping that means trout in the river coming in with the bait. We'll see. I haven't made it very far out of the river, but I saw the remains or the ruins of this dock system and thought, why not give this a shot? I'm just gonna throw my mid-water twitch bait here. Just as well those guys leave. They are predators. Cormorants do tend to spook the fish a little bit. They get in just a little shallower. See what happens. I was hoping it was gonna be a really calm, quiet day, but I think right now we've got wind from the northwest. So I'm guessing as the ground heats up, we'll get a little more. All right, let's start off with one of the dark ones that's rigged with a treble. Looks pretty good. Got a nice swim on it. So I've made about 20 casts with that soft plastic swim bait we made, and I got nothing. And this river is one of those places that it either is on or it's off. So I'm gonna throw this top water just a little while and see if I can get anything to show its face. Topwater lure is a really good search lure. You won't always get a good sort of sticking hit. Sometimes you'll just get something to swirl on it, but that's enough to indicate that there's fish there, and then you can target them with something different. But today might be one of those days where the river's just not on, and maybe we got here just a little too early. Maybe the tide's too low, fish haven't come in. Maybe we just go out to our normal trout fishing ground, try our luck out there. Well, there's definitely some wind out here and it's a little bumpy, not too bad. The water temperature is 51 degrees, which is pretty chilly for the Gulf. So hopefully I can still find some fish in the shallows up here. They're not all up in warm, muddy water. This is like 4.5 feet of water. We're about a half mile offshore. It's grass flats with some patchy areas. Hoping we can find some trout out here. But since we're in nice clear water now, it's a good time to get some underwater shots of the swimming action on these little lures. All right, so we've been out here on the flats for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm feeling a little bit skunked. This is weird. Usually by now we've had a couple little hits and little test strikes from smaller fish, but it just feels like there's nothing alive out here. Very weird. I don't know if the water temperature dropped too fast for them or what's going on. Maybe as the sun comes up a little higher, I don't know. But right now I'm having trouble getting a decent cast into this light breeze with this swim bait. So I'm gonna switch to one of the ones that don't have the internal harness and has one of my big eye jig heads. This nice big heavy jig head. This is a 3/8 ounce jig head, which should give me a much better cast. Oh yeah, much better cast. And it's gonna sink just a little faster, which is a good thing, because we're definitely in a little deeper water than usual. I'm not sure if the camera picks this up, but I found like a deep area right here in the really shallow flats. I was in like 2 feet of water. Now I'm in like 5 or 6, and there's these big sort of moss covered sort of rocks. I'll definitely drop a waypoint here. All right, well, I've been out here for about 2 hours and my confidence is starting to get a little shaken, but I'm not finished. We're gonna give this thing our best shot until it gets a little too cold in the evening. I'm gonna continue to fish with this guy and we'll change it up to the darker one in a little bit if we don't have any luck with this. It's really sad to see how much damage a hurricane can do. Even out here in sort of like a wilderness, it can actually change things really drastically and alter the little micro ecosystem that's going on here and really change the species that come, because there's not enough oyster bars still to provide food for the little crabs that provide food for the redfish and other crustacean eating predators. I moved back in some areas that are really shallow but have always produced really well for me. And I'm even throwing a bunch of different lures, but I just cannot find a fish for the life of me. I think we need to get back into the river. All right, we're back in the river. We've got a little bit of company, a few guys out here. It's nice to have a few people around you so you can kind of gauge the action. If you're not doing anything and everyone else is catching, you know. You got to switch out your technique, but I haven't seen anybody catch anything. I've got my twitch bait on, this old chrome and green, been beat up, and I'm just drifting with the wind. Kind of close into the channel. Hopefully nobody comes flying by here. Unfortunately, this trip has a bit of a skunk on it. I'm hoping that this is not the way we're gonna end up on this video. Finally, we got us something. Let's see what it is. Oh, it came off! I can't believe that. Oh no. I'm gonna pin down here. Hopefully there's something in here. All right. Finally. Yeah, this is a trout. All right. All right, stay on, buddy. Little guy, but it definitely wanted the paddle tail. Too small to keep. Let's keep trying. They're definitely wanting a slow retrieve today with this cold water. The first one I hooked was much bigger, I think, anyway. Felt bigger. There we go. There's another one right after this one. All right, so we're into now. This one looks like it might be a keeper. Yeah, I think he's just a bit short. Right at 15. We're gonna keep him. All right, the swim bait is doing the job. What I do is I give it a bunch of hard twitches, let it go to the bottom, and then ease it along the bottom. It seems to attract their attention. Oh no, the dolphins have moved in. Ooh. Oh my god, that sucks. Yeah, they're right where I'm getting the hook up. Right, they're back. The dolphin left me a few, I guess. I've got one on right now. I switched to my midwater twitch bait with a rattle in it because this water suddenly got brown, so I was trying to attract them in, so it seemed to work. Let's see if this guy stays on. It looks like a keeper. Oh, don't come off. Come on. Just going around. God, they're all kind of small. This guy's just an inch short. Alright, good release. The water has a little more oxygen in it. Ooh, I said I was going to switch lures, but let's see if I can attract another bite here. Hopefully, there's some bigger ones here. I'm slowing down my retrieve just a little bit, but I got to be careful because there's oysters on the bottom here, and I don't want to lose the lure. My last cast was way out there, so I might just drift farther down and see if maybe they're down closer to that bend. There it is. Now you just got to stop for a second. Ah, got off. I didn't get a chance to set the hook because I was talking and pointing. Dummy. Alright, let's hopefully I can get a good long cast with this. Yeah. Oh, come on. That one, they're just kind of picking it up. They're not even really hitting it. Sort of just grabbing it and then just barely feel them. Alright, we're hooked up again. I had to go back to my twitch bait. Oh, this one's, ooh, a keeper, but he is barely hooked. I need, I'm definitely gonna need this. Hopefully he doesn't come off. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Just don't shake. Oh, he's little. Doggone it. He looked so much bigger a minute ago. That's hilarious. A little too small. Right, let's try the twitch bait one more time, and then I want to switch over to the two-tone paddle tail swim bait that we made that has the built-in wire harness and a treble hook rig to it, and see how that holds up and if it attracts a bite at all, actually. All right, we're hooked into another one, and meantime we got these giant wake coming at us. Ugh. Dang, if I could just stay on the boat, it'd be all right. Wow, big boat just waked the heck out of us. I think we can get this guy on. Yeah, they're all right at 14 and a half. Yeah, right at, well, 14 3/4. All right, we hooked another one. This one's also on the twitch bait. I don't think he's very big, but they're actually quite a ways out. Oh, this one, God, that one looks like it might be a keeper. Be a little more careful with this guy. Yeah, this guy looks like he's just gonna keep. Yeah, this is the best one yet. Pretty fish. And this one is almost 16. All right, here we go. See how this thing does. I tell you what, I was getting really cold, and then the bite started, and I feel great. I'm gonna have to take something off. I feel kind of a little bit warm. There he is. It might not be that far out. Oh yeah. Oh, little bastard. He got off. Oh. Let's try the green one. Oh, there was one on there, right? There he is. There we go. Oh, this one looks good. Oh, come on, don't get off, don't get off. Oh yeah, this one's got some shoulders. Oh, come on, stay on. All right, good net. All right, that's another keeper right there. Heck yeah. I think the bigger ones are moving in. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Good fish. I'm gonna say 16 and a half on this one. Ooh, look at that, right on the money. 16 3/4 actually. All right, so this is the trick play right here. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can catch another 2 and make a limit. That would be amazing, considering the way the day started, right? It's such a weird bite. They don't really commit. They'll grab it and either swim towards the boat or just sort of have it mouthed and not really go swimming off with it. I don't know if there's just not enough competition around them or what's going on. Usually they grab them and haul butt because they don't want to get, you know, their meal taken away from them. Looks like the bite has just stopped all of a sudden. No dolphins, but the bite stopped. So I'm drifting further down into this little bay, or this little bite, and hopefully I'll run into them again. All right, apparently we found them again. They're down here closer to this little creek mouth. I don't know how big this one is. He might be a little bit small now. Oh, come on. Oh, this guy's a keeper. Oh, I should not have done that. I'm so lucky I didn't lose that fish. That's a 17-incher. Yeah, he inhaled that bait. All right, he's a keeper because he's hooked in the gills. Look at that, 18 and a half. That's a good one. All right, back to the green paddle tail. Hopefully the big ones have moved in. That was a nice one. And I can still catch one over 19 because that one wasn't 19. It's a weird bite. I tell you what, they're definitely sort of meandering around. They're not stuck in one spot. I think they're sort of marauding around looking for bait, and I just get lucky every now and then. I think the sun is low enough that they're having trouble seeing anything that doesn't have a nice noise in it. So I think they're being attracted by this knock in this lure, hopefully, because I didn't get any bites with that paddle tail. And there's a bite right there, right off the bat. Oh yeah. All right. Right off the bat, yep. Sometimes you just gotta have a knocker. Oh, come on. This guy feels like he might be a keeper. He might be the last fish to make. Oh, I shouldn't jinx myself. Oh, yeah, no, this is definitely a keeper. Oh, goodness. Oh, definitely need. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. That's a good fish. Good Lord. Now I'm drifting. Come on, baby. Oh, thank goodness. Ooh. Oh, that's a beast. Oh my God. That might be the best trout of this year. Look at that. Oh, just short of 20 inches. Just short of 20. All right, I'll end my trip with a fish like this any day. Nice looking trout. Whew. right, guys. Well, I'm gonna put this thing on the trailer and drive home. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I really like coming out here and fishing with the stuff that I made. And not only did I make the soft plastic lure, I also made that big eye jig head. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and put the link to that build up here somewhere. Thanks for watching. And if you see a hype this video kind of tag on below your video screen there, be sure to hit that. It actually helps the channel a lot. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.